That's right, everybody. It is taste testing time, and we're gonna compare my ice cream to a Halo Top ice cream and see how it does in comparison to macros, consistency, and taste. In just a few moments, my special guest is going to join me, so let's see if she's ready. Babe, you ready?
5 minutes.
5 minutes, no problem.
Few moments later. 5 minutes later.
She won't be that much longer. They'll do some origami.
20 minutes later.
Good dove.
Meanwhile.
Bueller.
Oh. 6 hours later.
You ready to do this?
Yeah, I'm ready.
What are you, sleeping?
I'm not sleeping, you're sleeping. All right. Here we go. We're ready to do our taste. All right, it's good now. Here we go. Ready? We're rolling. Battery's good. All right, guys, welcome. Oh, man, she's like Pokeroo. Anyways, she will be joining me for the consistency and the taste test portion of our test. And we are going to be breaking down the macros in just a second to compare our ice cream to a Halo Top ice cream. But before we do, I just want to give a huge shout out and thank you to everybody who smashed that thumbs up button on the last video. If you haven't watched it yet, I'll put the tag up here so this way you can get to it. And continue to subscribe to my channel. I really appreciate it. The more we can get out there, the more content that we can share with you, the better the videos get. It's gonna educate you, it's gonna inform you, it's gonna entertain you, it's gonna do all that fun stuff. So, got more great ideas coming your way, so continue to support the channel. I really appreciate it. Anyways, enough of me rambling and talking. Thank you once again. Let's get to the first test, which is breaking down the macros and see how our ice cream does in comparison to a Halo Top. So let's get to that test right now. All right, so before we get into the consistency and taste test, we're gonna break down the macros to see how we did to compare an actual pint of Halo Top ice cream to ours. So for our cookies and cream, which is gonna be our first comparison, a pint of Halo Top cookies and cream ice cream comes in at 264 grams. So that's the actual weight of the ice cream. And you'll see on the screen here the breakdown. So we have 330 calories, 62 grams of carbs, 8 grams of fat, and 19 grams of protein. Let's see how we did, again comparing 264 grams of our ice cream, and you'll see that we did actually a pretty good job. Comes in at 310 calories, 57 grams of carbs, 6 grams of fat, and 27 grams of protein. And I could have easily adjusted some of those macros to maybe even be a little bit better by adding a little bit more protein in and maybe taking away the amount of Oreo cookies that I actually added in, and that would have brought down the fat and the carbs and brought up more of the protein. Let's compare the peanut butter cup Halo Top ice cream to ours. So for a pint of Halo Top peanut butter cup ice cream, it weighs in at 261 grams. And you'll see on the screen here the macro breakdown. We have 330 calories, 65 grams of carbs, 11 grams of fat, and 21 grams of protein. Let's see how we compare to that with our macro breakdown. Again, for 261 grams, ours comes in at 321 calories, 55 grams of carbs, 5 grams of fat, and 31 grams of protein. So I think in the macro category, I can safely say that we actually beat out a Halo Top pint of ice cream. So I think that category, safe to say that we won that one. But let's see how we did with the consistency and taste, because that's gonna be two important categories. And we're gonna get started with checking out the consistency and taste of our cookies and cream and a peanut butter cup Halo Top ice cream. So let's get to that test right now. All right, guys, welcome back. We are ready for our taste test, and as promised, I have my very special guest, my beautiful wife, Alessia. And most of my recipes do have to pass her test of seeing if they're actually going to taste any good. So this one will be a really big test, and she was kind enough to join me. So you ready for this?
Can't wait.
All right, so we're gonna be basing it off of consistency and taste. We're gonna give it a rating out of 10. We're gonna take them out of the freezer. We're gonna let them sit for about a minute or two, just so that, you know, we'll get them to thaw out just a little bit before we do our consistency test. And then we're gonna do our taste test and see how good they are compared to a store-bought Halo Top. So I'm gonna get them now, and we're gonna do our first test, which is gonna be consistency.
Let's do it.
So we have our first test, which is gonna be our cookies and cream. So here I have my Halo Top cookies and cream, and here is ours. So we actually let them sit out for about 2 to 3 minutes. So we didn't take them directly out. We're leaving them to thaw out just a little bit. We'll start with the Halo Top as our first one. So we've already been kind of picking at this one, so you can kind of see. So here's our Halo Top. And we can taste it. We're just not going to do our taste test just yet, so it's kind of like a sneak peek. So that's Halo Top. And now we're going to do ours. Do you need another scoop, or do you think you're pretty good with like judging the consistency right now out of 10?
Yeah, I think I'm ready.
All right. We'll start with the Halo Top. So we're going to look at consistency, how smooth it is, creamy, easy to scoop out. And we're going to say together out of 10 what you think it is. So did you want to give any feedback for Halo Top, like how it is?
It was pretty easy to scoop out. The consistency was really smooth, creamy. It was good for me.
All right. So let's give it a rating out of 10. Ready on 3. So 1, 2, 3, 9. All right.
Oh, nice.
All right, cool. All right. So now we're going to do ours. And again, I think it was, if it stays out a little bit longer, it'll actually be even softer. Like it already being out 2 minutes, it was already pretty creamy. So I think it did pretty good in that regard. But what are your thoughts on the consistency of ours?
Yeah, this one was a little more harder to scoop out, but it's still pretty smooth and creamy. I think it just has to stay out a little bit more.
Okay, cool. So ready? Out of 10, 1, 2, 3, 7.5. Okay, pretty good. You're a little bit easier than me. I think it was harder on mine. All right, so let's do the taste test. We'll do a scoop each and see how we do. I know we already kind of tasted it, but we'll give it another taste, and we're just going to focus on our taste. So, you need another scoop, or are you good?
I think I'm good.
Okay. What do you think? Think you're good to give it a score?
I'm ready.
All right, so taste is just strictly how we did with taste, getting close to cookies and cream taste. And we're going to compare the two. So we'll start with Halo Top. So ready on 3 out of 10. 1, 2, 3, 8.
Oh,
Okay,
nice.
all right, we're on par with that. I think we're pretty good with Halo Top. So now ours.
I'm ready.
All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 9.5. Okay. So what did you like? So you gave this one a better score. What was better?
Yeah, so I definitely like the taste better on this one. It's more rich. You can really taste the flavor of the cookies and cream. I definitely like the taste of this one better and the consistency of this one better.
All right. So I think that there's actually I find a little bit of an aftertaste with the cookies and cream. This one is definitely, like ours has much of that sweeter cookies and cream taste. So I think for consistency, we can say that Halo Top won that round. And then for taste, I think we won that round. So we're going to try the peanut butter cup one and try that taste test now and see how we do. All right, so we're ready to try the peanut butter cup Halo Top and our peanut butter cup. Unfortunately, they don't sell peanut butter cup near me, so we found the closest thing, which is a peanut butter swirl. So we're gonna try that out and do the consistency and taste test. So you ready for this?
Sounds good.
All right, so here's Halo Top, peanut butter swirl, and we're gonna check the consistency of this one. So you wanna go first on that one?
Sure.
You can be first now. Ladies first. Gentlemen, be a gentleman. Do you need another scoop or you think you're good?
I'm good.
All right. So we're going to go based on consistency first, and we'll judge the halo top and see how that did. So on 3 out of 10, you ready? 1, 2, 3, 8.5. Okay. I found this one to be even still a little more icy, but it was still pretty creamy. And did you find the same thing, or?
Me too. It was still pretty consistent. I think it needed to stay out a little longer.
Probably. All right, and let's judge ours and see how we did. So ready? Out of 10. 1, 2, 3, 8.
8.
Okay. I think so. I think the fact that it stayed out a little bit longer made it a little bit more creamier.
Yeah, it definitely helped leaving it out.
Awesome. And they've only been out for 5 minutes. It's not like we've kept them out for half an hour, so just keep that in mind. All right, you ready for a taste test?
Yep.
It's always the best part. Okay, you can go ahead and do the halo top one first.
Just too excited.
I know. Starting to get a little bit of a brain freeze here. Are you ready?
Ready.
So we're going to do our taste test analysis here out of 10. And you got the score in your head?
I do.
All right, so do I. Here we go. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 7.5. All right. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not really like a fan of this one. There was like, there's kind of like hints of like a coffee flavor or something like that. It's good. Don't get me wrong. I would eat that again for sure. What did you think?
Yeah, it was really good. It just wasn't as flavorful as I was expecting.
I feel like it's more, it's good, but not as sweet as I probably want it to be. All right, let's try the peanut butter cup from ours. You got the score in your head?
I do.
All right, here we go. Ready? 1, 2, 3,
10.
Yeah, definitely.
Wow.
Yeah,
it was really good.
This is like, it's really good. Like, as far as taste goes, I think we like absolutely.
That was amazing.
Yeah, nailed that one. All right, so there goes our taste test. I think it's fair to say that in taste, we won in both categories. In consistency, obviously, a store-bought ice cream is probably going to beat out, but it's still pretty creamy and consistent considering it's a homemade ice cream. So I think when it comes to that, I'm gonna say ours is the winner because we won in macros. We kind of lost out, just slight edged out in consistency, but we definitely won in taste. So I'll take that any day. All right, so that concludes our taste test. Again, I hope that you try these recipes out and see for yourself. You will not be disappointed. Again, if you follow it exactly the way that I did, you're gonna make some pretty solid ice cream at the end of the day. And very comparable, if not obviously better, than a halo top, which that's pretty good at the end of the day. We won in macros. Consistency had to go to halo top just because it's hard to beat a store-bought ice cream. But when it came to taste, I think we knocked it out of the park with that for sure.
Definitely.
So if you had to rank them in order, which one would you definitely go to first?
I think this one is definitely my top choice. I'm a huge peanut butter and chocolate fan, and this one was really good. I prefer taste over consistency, so this is definitely number 1 for me.
Yeah, I agree. And which one would you think second?
Second, it's a close tie between these two, the cookies and cream. But again, I prefer taste, so I'm going to go with this one because it's more flavorful. So this is definitely number 2. Yeah. This is a close third.
I agree. And then our peanut butter swirl, wasn't too impressed with it. Yeah, it was okay. Don't forget to like and to subscribe to my channel. If this video gets enough likes, maybe what, 1,000?
1,000.
If we can get 1,000 likes on the video, we might come back together and do a Q&A video. What do you think?
I'm down.
All right, let's go for it. If I can get 1,000 likes, guys, at least, let's do it. Smash that like button, hit that subscribe button. More great videos are going to be coming your way, I promise you that. My name is Louis.
I'm Alessia.
This is Macro Matters, and we're not going to leave any macro behind. All right. No, that's the one I was going to pick.
Mine.
All right, I'll go with this one. What do you think? Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh, brain freeze.